these fruit are really enjoyable. In fact, they're crunchy like an apple, and they're green when unripe, but turn this wonderful golden color when they become ripe. These are NAUS, Spondius dulcis, an edible fruit of the tropics which grows on a tree, a large tree, which is normally just over 10 meters tall, but here in the native Melanesia and Polynesia, they can grow really large, even up to 20 meters tall, like this large tree behind me here, which has been growing for about 10 years.
For comparison here, these 15 to 20 meter coconuts next to the NAUS.
NAUS are quite tasty, they're crunchy like an apple, and they have a fibrous, spiky, strange sort of a pit. The skin does need to be peeled, and inside is some wonderful flesh which is often eaten raw, but can also be used to make preserves and jams and flavoring sauces. NAUS's largest variability is here in Vanuatu, where we are living at the moment, where they can grow on really large trees like this one, or even on small bushes in clusters like grapes or berries. These are the little mini NAUS that grow on a small bush. They don't grow on a large tree, so a massive variability. This is somewhat of an average size. They can grow from 6 to 9 centimeters, and some even large ones in the South Seas have been said to weigh up to 500 grams. These NAUS are really nice and ripe. They need to be basically skinned because the skin is not as soft as an apple. The skin can be eaten, but it's quite tart and fibrous. But inside is the nice, crunchy, also still a little bit tart flesh. And you can cut pieces off, but you cannot slice it like an apple because it doesn't have a soft core. It has these spiky seeds on the inside here. So I'll take a couple of slices off, and those slices are good for eating. Yum. It tastes like a cross, for me, a cross between a Granny Smith apple and a mango. So getting some of these pieces off, and in the middle there's this spiky fibrous pith or seed. So if you're just eating it like this, you've got to contend with all of this spiky fibrous stuff. Careful with your teeth. Very delicious and satisfying. Full of vitamins B, C, and A.
So despite having to contend with a monster seed to get at the flesh, I consider these NAUS to be the true apple of the islands and the tropics because it has that acidic flavor. It's so fresh and crunchy. It can be grated and it can be cooked into stews and apple pies. And from this large tree, on good fruiting seasons, we did get wheelbarrow loads of NAUS, very productive. Not to be confused with the island apple, which I've done a video on already, which I consider to be a soft flesh pear, and not to be confused with the Nukavica, which is a rose apple. This is unique and a special fruit.